I am here at the Forum doing some special series on pastoral answers to life's questions. In my almost 4.5 decades of ministry, I've been asked some pretty profound questions and some pretty silly questions. But one of the more profound, one of the more personal questions has to do with biblical decision making. How do I know I'm in the will of God? Generally and specifically, with the believer that wants to really truly be led by the Lord, wants to follow God's will, but there are some twisted thinking out there. There's some concepts of God that are so wrong about God's will, even in of itself, even generally. For example, some of the ways when the Bible says in Ephesians 5, I want you to understand what the will of the Lord is. And yet some people think that God's will is lost, that somehow God has made it very difficult to find his will, that he's some cosmic Easter bunny hiding his will and saying, you're getting warmer, you're getting colder, and he's playing games with us. And there are people that feel that way. But then there are others that are afraid of God's will, that God is a cosmic killjoy, that if I really seek his will, he's going to make me a missionary in some God-forsaken place, and worse yet, a single missionary. So why would I even want to pursue his will when it's not going to be very pleasant? Then there are others who only want God's will if it fits into their already pre-made plans. Here, God, I've already planned this. I've done this and I've done that, and now this is what I'm going to do next. And James reminds us that we're just a vapor, and we don't get to tell God what we're going to do tomorrow. But God, here's my plans. You make it happen. But here is where God's will starts. It starts with an understanding that there is a God and we're not him, that he loves us and cares for us. Psalm 32:8 says, I will counsel you with my eye upon you, and I will lead you in the way you should go. There was a baseball player many years ago who was very shy. And he was invited to speak at Yankee Stadium, actually to pray at Yankee Stadium in New York. And he stood before the crowd and he simply said, Dear Lord, your will, nothing more, nothing less, and nothing else. That's what it means to begin this process of finding God's will.